Since you're here, we're going to go ahead and get started. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and come on to hands and knees, and we'll start with some simple movement. Okay. Good. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips or slightly further back. We'll start with some simple cat-cow movement. So with your inhale, glide the shoulders down the back, look forward with your chest and feel the tailbone lift behind you. And as you exhale, round the back, tucking the chin and tailbone under. And then inhale, look forward again. Feel the tailbone lift. And exhale, rounding the back. Let's continue this for just a few more rounds of breath. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, rounding. Beginning to warm up the spine here. And there's a little bit of movement in the hips and shoulders as well, especially at the top of that exhale, feeling the mid-back pull up toward the ceiling. Good, and we'll make this a bit more dynamic. So inhale, look forward. Exhale, sink back into child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. Then inhale, float back up to hands and knees. And then exhale, sinking back again. Inhale, floating back up. Exhale, sinking back. Let's keep going. Inhale up. And exhale back a few more times on your own. Feeling a little slight stretch of the lower back as you sink into child's pose. Some compression on the front of the body. And a bit more extension out of the shoulders. Good. Inhale up to hands and knees. Exhale, curl the toes under and lift the hips into the air, downward facing dog. Good. This is the first down dog of the day, so go ahead and walk it out a bit, pressing one heel toward the floor, bending the opposite knee. So you're just pedaling the feet here. You're breathing as you do so, and as you do so, also feel some length in your spine. So the hips are reaching toward the ceiling behind you, and you're breathing. It's helping to wake up this body, aware of sensation in this body. Again, breathing. Good. Inhale, float back down onto hands and knees. Releasing the feet, child's pose. Exhale, stay for 2 breaths. Good. Inhale up to hands and knees again. And exhale, downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, lift the hips into the air. Good. In down dog, flow forward through the spine, coming into plank pose, straight line push-up. And then exhale, pull back into down dog. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, coming forward into plank. Exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. Again, coming forward into plank, feeling the core engage as you come forward. Then exhale, using that core to pull yourself back into downward facing dog. Inhale forward. Exhale, pulling back. Forward. And back. Good. Inhale, floating down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Stay for 3 breaths. Good. Inhale up to hands and knees again. Exhale, downward facing dog. And in downward facing dog, lift your right leg high into the air behind you. And as you lift the right leg up, let the left heel sink toward the floor. So you're spreading the feet in opposite directions. And breathe. Good. Then bring the right foot down and we'll switch sides. Lift the left leg high into the air. Let the right heel sink toward the floor. Again, spreading the feet in opposite directions. Good. Bringing the left foot down. Inhale again, float down onto hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose. Staying for just a few breaths. Good. And then inhale, come up to hands and knees. This time, you're going to bend your elbows in towards your waist and bring your chest down to the floor, then release the hips and legs. Good. Letting your pelvis, your hips be your base. Hands are underneath the shoulders, elbows bent, squeezing the arms in toward your side. With your next inhale, lift your head, chest, and your legs off the floor, coming into half locust. Exhale, release down. We'll do that again. Inhale, rising up, half locust. Head, chest, legs lift. Exhale, floating down. Inhale, lifting up, feeling those lower back muscles, activating to lift you. Exhale, release. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing. Last time, inhale, locust pose. And exhale, float back down. Good. Take a breath. Then curl the toes under. Go ahead and press the floor forward as you push up to hands and knees and back into downward facing dog. You can walk the feet forward a few inches if you need to. And in down dog, walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into the standing forward fold. Knees are bending slightly here as you drape the upper body over the legs. You can release the head and arms, just letting them hang heavy here. Good. And then with your next inhale, go ahead and roll yourself all the way up to standing, single vertebrae at a time. Chin is the last to lift. Good. Of course. So the next exercise we're going to do is called arm swings, which is a 3-part inhale through the nose. And one big exhale out of the mouth, pulling the navel back. Okay, and we're gonna do that with a specific movement with the arms. So I'm gonna have my feet about hip width apart, and it'll be inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, inhale, arms up again, and then with that big exhale, jabbing the elbows back like so. Okay, and we're just gonna keep going at a sequence. So it's inhale, 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 exhale. And we're gonna go for about 2 minutes. So find a pace that you can maintain with that one. Yeah, getting started. Again, feet about hip width apart. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Let's go ahead. Inhale, arms up. Inhale back. Inhale up. Exhale, jab. Inhale, 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 exhale. Feeling the full movement of the shoulder joints up, back, up, and jab. Helping to loosen up these shoulders, getting them nice and awake today. And again, it's a big exhale out of the mouth, feeling the navel snap or pull back toward the spine and up, helping to clear out the lungs, to clear out the throat, to clear out your respiratory system. You're already about halfway done. Again, we're going for about 2 minutes total, so find that pace that you can maintain for the entire time. So if you need to slow it down, that is okay to do. Going for about 30 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good. Take them out and just feel. There might be some tingling or sensation in the arms and the hands. You might feel cool air in the nostrils. What's your breath rate? What's your heart rate? Just notice those things. You might start to feel like a clearing in the mind or a lightness in your mood. Good. And then bringing yourself on back. And take your feet just a little bit wider apart. So about shoulder width apart. If you're standing forward on your yoga mat, it's about mat width apart, okay? And we're just gonna swing from side to side. The back heel's gonna lift so that the hips can move with you. And we're gonna swing the arms around, okay? So it'll look like this. Swing from side to side. You can just join me. Side to side. And the arms are hitting the body gently. And you're looking behind you. Side to side. It's okay to let the arms hit the sides of the body. They're giving a percussion massage to the internal organs, helping to stimulate them. It's also quite grounding. And because there's no prescribed breathing rhythm for this exercise, just notice when your breath gets shallow and deepen your breath if it does. From side to side. You can also think about tension unwinding along the spinal column. So notice if there's some tightness anywhere along this rotation, maybe in the low back, maybe in the mid back, or maybe up toward the neck. You can imagine that as we continue for a little about a minute more, that tension is just slowly dissolving or breaking off from the spine, falling to the floor. Check in with your breath. Deepen it if you need to. Side to side. Feeling for about 15 more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Unwinding to center. Close the eyes if that feels okay for you, and just feel for a moment. Notice your breath rate, your heart rate, that sensation in the body. You might feel that residual feeling from the drumming of the arms on the sides of your body. Maybe there's some tingling in the arms and hands again as well. And taking a deeper, fuller breath, bringing yourself on back. I usually pair those last two exercises together. It's the first one kind of gets you amped up. The other one kind of stabilizes that energy. So kind of leaves you feeling open, especially around the shoulders and the heart. So we're gonna start to build toward a sun salutation next. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat, whichever direction that is for you, and have your feet about hip width apart, nice stable stance here. And we're gonna start slowly and we'll kind of build onto it as we go along. So bring the palms together at your chest. Feel the shoulders glide down the back. Take a moment just to find your breath, aware of the inhale and aware of the exhale. And we'll work to move with the breath as much as possible. Of course, do whatever you need to do to feel like you can breathe and move at the same time. But with your next inhale, go ahead and sweep your arms down, back, and up, reaching the arms overhead. With your exhale, bend both knees, drop your body down, sweep your arms behind you, chair prep. Keep the knees bent as you lift the arms forward and up into chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. And then hinge at the hips, fold forward. Good, standing forward fold. And then press palms to shins, straighten the arms, bring the chest parallel to the floor, halfway up. And exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides with a strong back lift all the way up to standing, reaching up. And then sweep the arms down, palms to heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, dropping the body down, sweeping the arms behind you. Keep the knees bent as you lift the arms forward and up into chair pose, and stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knees, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. And exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the side again with a strong back lift all the way up to standing. And palms together at the heart. Again, inhale, sweep the arms down, back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, sweep the arms back. Keep the knees bent, chair pose. Lifting up and folding forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to the heart. Good, again, inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Inhale, chair pose. Lifting, folding forward. Palms to shins again. And exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to the heart. We're going to add on to it this time, going into more of a traditional flow. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back, and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, chair pose. Good, lifting on up and folding forward, exhale. Palms to shins, halfway up. And exhale, release. Okay, this time from here, the forward fold, step your right foot way back and bring the back knee to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, coming into the crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale into plank pose. You could also do knees down here if you'd like to. And then plank yourself all the way down to the floor, hands under the shoulders. Grounding your pelvis, lift your head, chest, and legs, locust pose. And exhale, floating back down. Curling the toes under, push up to hands and knees. And back into downward facing dog. In down dog, lift the right leg high. And exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands. Help it all the way forward and bring the left knee to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up for a crescent lunge on this side. Exhale, bring the hands down and step the left foot forward. Standing forward fold again. Palms to shins, halfway up. Feeling the spine extend forward. And exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up to standing. And palms to the heart. Good, let's do that a flow again. Inhale, sweep down and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, chair pose. Lifting, inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release, step the left foot way back, knee to the ground. Crescent lunge, lift the arms up and back. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank pose, or again, you could do knees down here. Exhale, plank yourself all the way to the floor, hips are last to touch. Grounding the hips, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, floating down. Curl the toes under, push up, and back into downward facing dog. Left leg lifts this time. Exhale, step the foot on forward. Again, help it through if you need to. Back knee to the ground, crescent lunge, arms lifting up and back. Beautiful. Exhale, hands down and step forward. Palms to shins halfway up. Exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to the heart. Again, inhale, sweeping down and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, chair pose. Lifting up, folding forward, palms to shins. Exhale, release, step the right foot back, knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, stepping back to downward facing dog. And again, coming forward into plank or knees down. Exhale, bring yourself all the way to the floor with control. Grounding the hips, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust. Exhale, floating down, curl the toes under, pushing up and back into downward facing dog. Right leg lifts when you get there. Exhale, stepping the foot on forward, help it through. Back knee to the ground, crescent lunge, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands down, and step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Palms to shins, halfway up again. Exhale, release. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. Palms to the heart. Again, inhale, sweep up. Bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose. Lifting up. Folding forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release. Step the left foot way back. Knee to the ground. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, stepping back to downward facing dog. Again, plank pose. Planking yourself to the ground. Ground your hips, lift your head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under, push up, and back into downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale, stepping the foot forward, help it through. Back knee to the ground, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands down, stepping the right foot forward. Palms to shins here, halfway up. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, strong back, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good. Take a moment, feel sensation. Breath rate, heart rate, feeling in the body. Good. And then bringing yourself on back, I'll ask you to take a wide stance on your yoga mat. And the toes are pointing directly forward, so not out to the sides. If anything, they're pointing inward just slightly. When we do this with the feet, it gives us a bit more access to the backs of the legs and to the lower back. Good. Go ahead and drop your arms down. And with your inhale, sweep the arms up and over. And with your exhale, hinge at the hips and fold down over wide legs. Good. Reverse that inhale, come all the way back up, strong back. Good. Exhale, folding forward. Coming all the way back up, inhale. And folding all the way forward. And stay in the forward fold. Good. Now, as you're folding here, make sure there's a little bit of bending to the knees, that they're not locked back. Good. And again, keeping the knees soft if you'd like to. Walk your hands all the way over towards your right foot, or reaching in that direction as much as you can, especially with the left arm. Good. And then walk the hands back to center and just keep going, walking the hands toward the left foot, reaching with the right arm here. Good. Then walk the hands back to center. The hands or fingertips on the floor, lift yourself halfway up. Feel the chest come parallel to the floor. And then exhale, fold forward again. Inhale halfway up again. Exhale, fold halfway. And then exhale, fold forward and stay. Just for a few breaths. Aware of the inhale, aware of the exhale. Good. All right. And then from here, go ahead and sweep the arms out to the side. Nice strong back as you lift yourself all the way up. Good. Releasing the arms down. And then carefully step your feet together. And just notice sensation in your legs, your feet, your back, your arms, your shoulders, your core, neck, head. And then please take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring yourself on and back. All right, that is our class for today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being here.